Welcome to Hormones and Handstands.
Hormones.
Handstands.
I'm Pippa Campbell and I'm a functional hormone nutritionist.
I'm Victoria Woodhall. I'm a journalist and a yoga teacher. And how nice that we're in person in the studio for this episode.
This is our first time.
And it's a gadget special.
Tell us if you want more in-person podcasts.
Is that you, Pippa?
No, it's not me. I don't feel like me at all.
Well, actually, I can often be seen like this at home and my kids come in the morning and I'm LED'd up with all my gadgets on. And we're also wearing these fantastic boots, which are adding some lymphatic drainage and probably a bit of noise to our surroundings today.
You look so scared. I'm really scared of you. Seriously, if you were in my house and you suddenly popped up like that, I think I'd fall down the stairs or something. I mean, that would you'd seriously cause problems.
So for those of you that can't see us, head over to YouTube because today is our gadget special and we are decked out from head to toe. We've got LED hair growth helmets on. Pippa and I are both wearing an LED mask, and this noise that you can hear is our pressotherapy boot doing lovely lymphatic drainage massage on our legs. I'm holding a laser in my hand, and we've got all sorts of gadgets and show and tell items to share with you this week.
So, Victoria, I don't know what you've done to me. I'm feeling actually quite claustrophobic because I had
Okay,
this thing
shall
on
we
my
take them
head.
off?
Can you tell me what this is? I'm going to take it off and explain. Oh, my goodness.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Oh, we're back.
I'm getting a hot flush, I think.
There we go.
There you go, everyone. That's one way to get a hot flush, is put all the gadgets on at the same time.
Right. So what we've been wearing on our heads, we've both got LED hair growth helmets on, two different ones. You had the one from Current Body, which has been out a little bit longer and makes you look like Princess Leia with space buns.
Yeah, quite
and
like that.
I have got the Nuance Paris one, which is red LED and also laser. So it's a different kind of cold light. They work slightly differently, but they both stimulate blood flow and improve the activity in the follicles, and they're very popular. But the thing is about these is you pretty much have to wear them every day for about half an hour. It's more than your LED mask would be, but they're easy to wear. You know, with an LED mask, you kind of can't really read a book or watch the TV. With a hair growth helmet, you can sit and drink your tea, which I do in the morning. I put it on while I'm doing my journaling, and it's actually pretty easy to wear. You just have to kind of have it somewhere handy to remind you to put it on.
Have you noticed a difference, or is it one of those things that, because obviously with hair growth, it goes through those cycles? So can you actually tell if it's working?
You can, as long as you're not doing anything else, I guess.
Yeah.
And certainly I know when I've gone into clinics, trichology clinics, they've had red LED and laser. So it is part of the protocol. And laser is something that's kind of very new for at-home devices. The Nuance Paris is the only one that I know that has it. But a trichologist that I went to see, he had it. He was Ricardo Villanova. He's called the Hair Whisperer.
Oh, I like that.
Yes,
the Hair Whisperer.
Yeah, and he did PRP and a number of other things on my scalp for hair growth. And I always had a little turn under the red light and laser with him. So I haven't been using this long enough to tell. I've just got it. But I know the Current Body one has user trials behind it, and people have noticed hair growth, an increase in hair health and scalp health. And if you think about it, scalp is skin. So what we're doing for the face, we also can do for the scalp to boost all of the kind of, the balancing, the collagen stimulation, all the lovely things that LED does for our skin as well.
And I think hair loss is such a huge concern for so many women in midlife. I know we've talked about it in season 1, so head back to season 1, check out the thyroid conversation and the androgen conversation, because what we see in clinic, most often the reason for hair loss is low thyroid or excess androgen. So, and I know for you, you're slightly androgenic.
Yes, and I think I've probably got a bit of low thyroid as well.
But
hair loss and hair thinning is so multifactorial. So I think it's, from all the things I've tried, I know that it's important to make those marginal gains wherever you can. So with nutrition, with stress, with gadgets like LED if you can, with even things like scalp massage, and just keep making sure there's no build-up on your scalp, because hair is influenced by so many things, hormones, as we said. And so every little thing that you can do, it all adds up cumulatively, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think things are nutrients. I think iodine and selenium are hugely important, and zinc for if thyroid's a factor. And then you've got things like glycine is very good for hair as well. So an amino acid. So take it away from food. That's a tip. If you're taking amino acids, take it away from food so they don't compete with the other amino acids in your protein foods.
Oh, interesting. And also for me, ferritin levels and vitamin D, they're really crucial for hair health. And you can buy ferritin tablets in the pharmacy very cheaply. And your ferritin levels want to be optimum for hair growth, which is about 80. So if you go and have a blood test on the NHS, they're looking for levels of about 20. It's around that, isn't it?
And ferritin is a better marker because iron is so unpredictable, especially if you're still getting periods. So it can be high and low during your period. So ferritin is a better marker. If it is consistently low, though, but I would look into, because I'm all about the root cause of the root cause, I would look into then it's linked with low thyroid and also intestinal permeability and low stomach acid. So I'd look at those things as well. Yeah. So it's a catch-22. Obviously, you need ferritin to help, iron to help with thyroid, but low thyroid can also cause anemia, for example. So it's looking into all of those things. Yeah, so that's but it's very useful.
Yes, it can be just another part of your hair growth. Your hair growth kit.
And what's this?
Okay. So, gadget number 2. So we are holding something that, how would you describe it? It looks like a breathalyzer.
It does, actually.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a very chic little handheld laser called the Neera, and it's a heat-based device. I use this every morning. There's one on button. What I love about this is you don't need any conductivity cream. It's really simple, and it fires pulses of very comfortable. Can you hear it? You probably hear it beeping.
Am I going to get zapped, though? Is it going to hurt?
No. It's literally a comfortable...
Okay.
I'm scared.
I'm not good with pain.
Go. It doesn't hurt. Don't
Okay, no, that's okay.
That's all right, isn't it?
It's
like having a little kind of puff of warmth on your skin.
Oh.
And it heats up the skin to something like 42, 43 degrees very briefly, just enough to create heat shock proteins in the skin, which are part of this the regeneration process, but not so much that you will damage your skin. So it's very safe for at home. It takes about 2 minutes, and I go round my mouth, sides of the nose, and I go right up to underneath the eyes because it's safe for there, under the orbital bone, and then round the kind of round the eye line.
What about the cheeks? Would you still do?
You could do it. Yes, you could do it everywhere, but I have like 3 minutes in the morning. Okay. So I use this for the areas of the face that are quite hard to treat with other treatments. So
you mean like wrinkly areas?
Yeah, so the eyes and the lips, the skin is thinnest, so it shows the signs of ageing first. But they're quite hard to treat in terms of if you wanted a treatment, because you'd be looking at under eye filler probably, which is not something that I want. And it's very hard. You need a really, really top practitioner because there's lots that can go
mess with your eyes.
There's lots that can go
wrong. Is it laser?
Yeah, it's laser. Yeah. So laser is this is heat energy. And it was developed by a laser specialist company, and I really like it. I think they say something like using it every day for a month is equivalent to like one clinic laser treatment. So if you can't get to clinics or this may be a sort of better value for money if you've got an at-home device.
Can you get this online?
Yeah, you can get it online. I love mine, and I've been using it for a year. It's so easy, and I feel like it feels really nice in the morning. Get my helmet on.
Yeah, I quite like this, actually.
So hold it till it beeps.
It does get quite hot, actually.
Yeah. You can turn it down. I always have it turned up to the max because I turn everything to the max. So I'm going to give you that, and then you can report back on how you're getting on.
I'm definitely going to give this a go.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the Neera laser.
Can I show you something else? When we were doing the masks. Yeah. But so this new research has come out showing that red light therapy can help with inflammation of the thyroid.
Yes, I saw you posted about that.
Yeah, I know. And it is really good research on it. And so the Bon Charge do this neck one. So you actually can put it on. So that will go across the thyroid's here. It's like a butterfly shape just there on the neck.
At the front
and you just put it on. And then obviously I'm wearing something. I'm not going to strip off now. But this can do your chest as well. So why not do chest and neck?
Yeah, so this
doesn't quite do the boobies. But
what they call it like a neck and deck.
Yeah, I mean,
LED patch.
Go the whole hog while you're there and just do, the face, and you've got the neck and the chest. I've got small boobies, but I imagine if you've got bigger boobies, that might just hit the boobies as well. So
red light therapy for thyroid, tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's just research showing that the red light can help reduce inflammation. Now, it might be someone with just typically low thyroid. So we see a lot of subclinical thyroid in clinic. And what I mean by that is labs might look normal, or to me maybe not quite normal, but in functional medicine we want TSH to be under 2. In fact, I find that most clients feel better when they're 0.5 to 1.
What is TSH?
So TSH actually is not a thyroid hormone. Everyone thinks, what, when I say that? So it's thyroid stimulating hormone. It's released by the pituitary and sends a message to the thyroid gland. So we've got this feedback loop, all this endocrine system. It's sending messages back from the organs. So say the thyroid will send a message back up to the pituitary in the brain, and the hypothalamus, and then the pituitary, and it will say, look, the thyroid's not working very well. So the hypothalamus will go, hey pituitary, I'm going to give you a kick up the arse and tell thyroid to work harder, and it releases more TSH. So when you see the TSH going high, it's because it's sensing the thyroid gland is just a bit under pressure. Right. It's not working very well. And now what we see in clinic is this just slightly iffy, maybe TSH. They're saying they're tired. They're losing hair. They've got cold hands and feet. They might be constipated, losing, eyebrow hair, for example. I mean, there are so many low thyroid symptoms. And I might get them to do their temperature on waking as well, because consistently low temperature on waking can also indicate low thyroid. So these are the sort of people that they'd go to the doctor and they'd be sent away. Nothing wrong with you. Your thyroid's fine. So we see a lot of that in clinic. Now, something like this red light mask might not be needed for someone like that, but somebody who has hypothyroidism, so there's definite inflammation, they've got raised antibodies, Hashimoto's, they've got raised antibodies, that's thyroid autoimmune, definitely could benefit from that. And I think if there is some sort of damage to the thyroid.
So people always ask me which is the best LED mask to buy, and it does depend on your budget. So this, I would say, is the Rolls Royce of LED masks. It's the Nuance Paris Elite X600, and that comes in about £500, but it's got 600 LEDs, and the moulded fit is incredible. So you really get it targeted to the skin.
Just don't whack yourself in the face with the side bits like you did.
Okay. I might be enjoying that. Budget end, this is the Beauty Pie Dynamo Deep. Fewer LEDs, but it's made by a really reputable manufacturer. So we know that these LEDs are really good. It's got red, near infrared and deep near infrared, which obviously goes deeper, targets those kind of deeper wrinkles. And it's got a sort of a little bit more of a moulded fit. There's a little clip here that you can make more moulded. So this comes in about 200 and something quid. It often sells out, so you just have to check the Beauty Pie website. They do another one which is cheaper, but I would go for this one. And then somewhere in the middle is your lovely one, Pippa Bond Charge, also a really great make, and that's around high 200s, 300.
It's on my website, Pippa Loves, with 15% off, but I have no idea how much it is actually. And then the neck one is on Pippa Loves as well.
Yeah. So yes, it depends on your budget, but I think we've got one for all three price categories there.
This I keep on my desk, actually. It's just a little... I know you've got a really big one that
red
you do
light.
yoga.
So this is a red light panel that Pippa's got. It's about the size of a... Anyone remember the original Sony Walkman? It's about that size.
I put this on my desk, so I literally just have it there. So I'll have so in the winter, I will have my sad lamp. So it's that sort of mimics daylight. So I have that on. And then I'll just have that on until it runs out as well in the morning. It's just I have to multitask. I am all for, I'm working, I've got this on, I've got that on. Just multitask any way you can.
And quite apart from that, obviously, you and I are children of the 70s and 80s. We were shoved out in the sun with I was anyway, with no sun cream. I don't know if your parents were sun cream lovers, but we wore Hawaiian Tropic Factor 2 and then went and fried.
Oh, well, when I was at school, I put cooking oil on my tummy to get it brown.
Did
yes,
you?
I did. It's awful.
But now, in our 50s, all this... this sun damage is coming home to roost in the form of hyperpigmentation. And I find that the LED can really help combat that, but also with the rejuvenation, because this area of the neck and neck is really thin skin, and so it needs a little bit of extra help.
That is an area I'm so sensitive there. In fact, I, probably to do with that cooking oil when I was younger. So my dermatologist said that most of the damage is done before the age of 18. So there I was, age 13, 14, smothering myself with cooking oil.
We're doomed, Pippa. We're doomed.
Well, I had a precancerous mole removed last year. And so we were keeping an eye on it. But anyway, there were some changes and I had it removed. I've had that mole for ages, you know, and then it's sort of just changing now. But this is damage that I probably did when I was smothering cooking on.
Yeah. And a tip as well, if you do burn there and it is like a sun trap on your chest, avoid spraying perfume on your chest, spray it on your clothes, because that can make you more photosensitive.
Yeah. I think we probably should avoid spraying perfume too much on our skin anyway. I mean, look, I'm not, certainly synthetic perfumes, I think, you know, we want to be careful of. They can be endocrine disruptors, and I think we sort of want to try and avoid those.
I remember one
on
perfume,
clothes or hair
told
or
me
something.
he would spray the inside of his jacket one scent and then the outside another, and a scarf another or something, so that when you arrive at your very chic venue and you hand your coat over, people are kind of mesmerised by the smell.
Oh, I
of
like
your,
that. So you go,
and then one in
coat.
your hair. Yeah,
the scarf.
there you go. So yes, spray your clothes.
So what other gadgets? Have we got any other gadgets
One more
here?
thing to say about the LED patch is that they're very good for things like sciatica. So even the neck and neck one, if you're not moving around, you can just put it on your sacroiliac joint. I've got sciatica currently. There are LED patches that you can get that will kind of strap properly. And some people even put those on their hair for hair growth. But you want really a helmet gives you proper contact and more direct light. So you can use it on injuries as well, especially if it's got the deep if it's got near infrared, which is a light you can't see. It's an invisible light, which most of these red light masks have, because that penetrates a little bit deeper. So yes. So what else do we have? We have, should we talk about our boots?
Yeah, I mean, this is quite interesting, actually. It was just going up and down. And
I'm going to switch mine on. Okay, so we are wearing giant inflatable boots. They come as a pair, but we're wearing one each. And I'm going to switch mine on. Here we go. You press it and it inflates and deflates, and it gives your foot this lovely and leg this lovely massage, which is great for lymphatic drainage, if you get heavy swollen legs, if you've been on your feet all day, if you've been running, if you've done a heavy leg day in the gym, or just if you want to relax at the end of the day and feel like you're having a massage. So currently it's squeezing my foot in a very kind of firm but gentle way.
I quite liked it, and I wonder, so we know that a lot of women in midlife suffer from restless leg syndrome.
Ooh.
Now, this can be linked to many things, often linked to low progesterone as well, but a lack of magnesium and potassium, a big one. So I'll get people on magnesium and potassium, but I wonder whether this could be a nice extra to do if they have restless legs, do it in the evening.
Yeah, another thing to do while you're watching your box set or whatever. So yes, so this is the noise is the inflating, and then it stays inflated, squeezing your leg, and then it'll kind of go psh and softly deflate.
Talking about box sets, you reminded me when you had that white mask on. We're just almost finishing Mr. Mercedes, this thing on Netflix, I think it is. And honestly, you reminded me of him. It was really scary. The white one, for some reason, the white one's really scary.
Yeah, it's very Stormtrooper-esque, isn't it? Or somebody said it was a bit more like Playmobil.
Oh yeah, that one. But the mask, you looked really scary.
Mask, yes.
So I bought my my Chili's cup. It's what I wanted to little reminder for everyone that just avoid those take-out paper cups with hot drinks. People take off the lid, and that's good. Well done.
Yes, I've started taking off the lid since I followed your post.
Yes, but there's a but. So the actual paper cup is also lined with plastic.
Okay, so we're talking
just don't
endocrine disruptors, microplastics.
Yes, BPA. So, for example, like BPAs, and it's not just BPA, it's BPF and S. So there are other BPAs, and they are lined in the plastic. And then you put a hot liquid into that, you're basically drinking plastic. So it's not just about taking the lid off, it's actually just don't do take-out cups. And you can get these, and actually some places do offer like 10p off or something that if you take
40p.
your own.
40p
So
I think,
this is stainless steel.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I always think also dishwasher tablets. I know you're big on not putting plastics in the dishwasher, but sometimes I'll get something out of the dishwasher and I can, like on the glass, I can like taste the detergent.
Yeah.
That can't be good.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, I use Attitude dishwasher tablets. It's a really good brand. You can just get them on Amazon. Yeah. And I really like that brand. And I use their washing liquid as well. It's the baby one. There's no fragrance or anything. So they call it baby leaves or something like that. I don't know. That's what I use as my washing liquid, washing powder for clothes.
Brilliant.
So they're a really good brand. Oh, this, I get the amount of DMs I get about this spray. Ooh. So it's the X layer. So that's X. LEAR, nasal spray. So it was developed during COVID. I think it was during that time. And it's got grapefruit seed extract and xylitol, so naturally antibacterial, antiviral. So it's all sort of got natural ingredients. And you just, I can squirt up my nose, I might start sneezing. Oh, God, I was like, ooh.
You're getting a rush.
There we go. Anyway, so I take this a lot when I'm travelling. Yeah, woohoo! So this is, wow, that was great. Anyway, so you do it about 4 times a day when you're travelling. At home, I probably just do it once a day. But so useful, because when you're travelling, I mean, the amount of viruses that will go up your nose, so it's in your mouth, up your nose, this is brilliant.
Yeah, so when you're flying, or if you go to, I know loads of doctors, they always tell me they get ill on conferences and things like that. So, that's a really natural...
I've been using this for years. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I actually, if I do feel a bug coming on, I use oregano oil. Do you use that?
Yeah, I mean, I use oregano. Yeah, there's a particular one I use, which is like an emulsified form. I always travel with it. Yeah. I mean, my whole family have been using this for years on and off. Like if we travel, if there's a bug or something. Yeah. But normally I use it when we have something.
Yes, exactly. When the first signs of coming down with something. My hairdresser, Gustave Fauché, he put me onto it, because in the winter, everyone wants their hair done in the run up to Christmas. He's always in close contact with people, and he just says, I'm kind of...
So that is more antibacterial. So I will use it only if I know that it's bacterial, for example. Like I got E. coli last year in Croatia. Can you believe it? Anyway, we all got some food poisoning. Out comes the ADP. What I do on a day-to-day basis for prevention is my vitamin C complex, because it has something called beta-glucans in, which is really good for the immune system, and it's something you can just take as prevention. So that's the key sort of ingredient in there. And then the vitamin C is from acerola cherry, which is actually more bioavailable rather than the cheaper ascorbic acid.
You know what? We had one of my colleagues in the office in her 20s, Isla. She was always getting ill, always getting bugs, and she took your vitamin C, and the transformation was so noticeable that I think she even messaged you to say, I can't believe I'm not getting ill anymore.
She was so pleased. I said, I have to have some more. So I think, we all want prevention and to know what to do if we have something coming on. So I think for travel, I think as prevention, so we take that anyway in case we get something, the oregano. We take the vitamin C complex. I think another thing to take when you're traveling as well, so we take my probiotic, Saccharomyces boulardii. It's a very cheap probiotic yeast, and it's the only probiotic you can use during antibiotics, because it's not going to kill off the antibiotics, and it's a really good one for just prevention as well. So I think that's a nice one to take when you're traveling, and it's not expensive. The whole family can take it. You can even empty it into like half a capsule into a baby's bottle or something. So,
providing it's your own baby.
Well, yes, exactly. I don't go around, mind you, it's the kind of thing I probably would do, go around, say, I can see your child's ill, and sort of, it's like, unfortunately, it's just, the nature of my job, I do that. So what have we got any other, there's something weird over there.
All right, okay. As a journalist working at Get the Gloss, I get sent lots of the latest beauty and wellbeing products, and this is a supplement. So I'm holding a bag of something called Organised. It's a powder. It's a powder that I've been making to smoothie. I find it delicious, but the unusual thing about it, and why this is a first for me, is it says it's the world's first whole food organ blend. And in it, I mostly don't eat meat, but it's collagen peptides, bovine, beef protein. So it's a combination of a collagen supplement, a protein supplement, but it's got this blend of heart, liver, kidney, lung, spleen, and bovine colostrum. Tell me about that.
Oh, that sounds fun. I think because you don't eat red meat, so we have to keep an eye on your B12, which I think has been low. You eat eggs, don't you?
I do,
so that's you tick for the choline, but it's also high in choline as well. So this is probably going to be a good one for you. Let's have a look. I have to say, it sounds absolutely disgusting, but it is the most delicious smoothie I've ever tried. It goes really creamy and frothy, and I have it with some fruit. It doesn't at all taste meaty. So I can tell the frothy bit is the colostrum. Now people go, colostrum. Actually, that's brilliant for the immune system. So I do like colostrum now. So anyone who's had a baby will remember that colostrum is the first milk, the kind of golden that comes out in the first 10 days. That's kind of laden with immune boosting stuff. Yeah, so I'm a fan of the colostrum. I mean, look, it's got date powder and maple syrup, so you just want to be careful how much you eat. What I would say is you are getting some peptides. I think it's just making sure that there's enough amino acids or protein in at the same time that you're having it, but it's not a high amount.
But organ meat.
Yeah.
Tell me what. Is that a
Well,
good thing
it's
to be
just not
taking?
fashionable anymore. I mean, in the olden days, even our parents, my mother would make like a steak and kidney pie.
Yeah.
No one's eating.
Yeah, we used to eat that the whole time. And
no
liver,
one's eating
liver and
things like that.
onions.
I love liver. I still don't eat it enough, but I love it. I absolutely love pan-fried chicken livers or chicken liver pate. Chicken liver pate you could whiz up so easily with some olive oil, some sautéed onions and garlic. Absolutely delicious. I sneak it into, well, I say sneak it into, I mean, look, my children now are 21 and 23. They, I fessed up years ago that I put chicken livers into the bolognese. So when they were younger, so it's a rich source of choline, B12. I mean, it's got so many nutrients. When you liver, for example, because liver holds so many nutrients. So the liver is an incredibly nutritious thing to eat, and people just aren't eating it anymore. But that's a really good way of sneaking it into
That's true.
Food.
And in terms of its provenance, what should you look for in a supplement that's protein? If this bills itself as a oh god, what does it say? It's like a bone broth powder, it calls itself.
So I would not see this as replacing protein at all. It's not going to be replacing protein. I would see it as if you don't eat organ meats. That's, I think, then it would be something which would be useful.
I don't really eat any red meat. I just don't like the taste.
So why not? And you like the taste of it, but then you can add it with your normal protein powder. It doesn't replace a protein powder in like a protein shake. So I'd see it as, that. And when you're looking for these sort of things, if it's a whey or if it's a beef collagen, what you want to make sure it's grass-fed. I mean, ideally, if they said grass-finished, it would be perfect, but that's me just nitpicking.
Yes, grass-fed, pasture-raised.
Yes.
It's got a complete amino acid profile, so it's not just collagen peptides. So it is a complete protein, I think, because it's made of, it's got beef protein isolate, so that would presumably be, so it's your protein, it's your collagen, it's your red meat, and a bit of colostrum.
Amino acid breakdown, because quite often they're a little bit low in tryptophan and leucine, but it's no, it doesn't. But I think that's a nice thing to have.
Well, it's delicious
why not?
and a nice surprise. Yeah. It's chocolate flavoured organ meat or vanilla flavoured organ meat.
And you don't eat red meat, as you say.
No.
What I would say is rotate it, because people quite often, what I was seeing when a lot of people started using then these beef protein powders, they were coming up in sensitive and food sensitivity tests that they were intolerant to beef.
Oh, just because they were having so much?
They were eating beef and they were taking beef protein powders as well. And then literally it was right sky high, their reaction. So then I would have to cut it out for 4 weeks and then we'd slowly bring back in the beef. But I always think with these things like protein powders, just rotate them. So your different sources, whether it's the pea protein, whether it's the grass-fed whey, this beef one, for example, just rotate them.
And do you have any favourite vegan ones or
I think New Zest is a really good brand.
Yeah.
I like them. I'm very thinking about making sure they're third-party tested for things like heavy metals. So like for example, my supplements, all my supplements, we have third-party tested. Everything is tested for harmful chemicals and heavy metals. And you just want to know the brand and trust what they're doing.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, I shall continue with that. And my other one is the Wild Nutrition, I think it's called Food Grown Protein Powder. It's a vegan one. That's very good because that's literally ground up whole foods.
Yeah, so I think, again, it's trusting the brand.
So, Pippa, I said I had a gift for you.
Yes.
It's a marmalade dropper. This is what we in journalism call one of those moments when you open your newspaper with your toast and marmalade and your nice cup of tea and you see a story and you drop your marmalade. So it's a shocker. Well, a surprise. It's not a shocker, it's a surprise.
Oh,
would you like?
Okay,
so this is a gadget that I think you will like and that a lot of our listeners will like because it's aimed at women in menopause.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. I'm going to put it in your hands.
I bet it's something. It's going to be something to do with the fanny.
Would I? Honestly.
Yeah, you would.
All right. Just to show it's hygiene sealed. Right, I'm going to put... There you go.
Oh, what if I could...
There you go.
Oh, no, it's not.
Okay, you can open your eyes.
You are kidding me.
I'm not. No.
What is this?
I have one too.
I'm not sure. Okay, so it's not a vibrator, is it?
No.
Because I'm not using one of those.
It's
vaginal stimulation, something for pelvic floor? No.
Yes. It's the wrong way up. I don't know which end you're planning on inserting.
I was thinking it was going in that way. I mean, I have been told by a gynecologist that I have a slightly awkward shaped cervix, but I was thinking, okay.
Oh my God. There you go. So this is the Issviva Joylux. And when I tell you that Halle Berry...
What's it called?
Issviva Joylux.
I thought you said Beaver Joylux.
Yeah, they should call it Beaver Joylux.
Oh my God, that's a much better name.
I know.
Beaver.
So basically, this is... For those that are listening, it basically is a dildo-shaped dildo.
So it is a dildo?
But it's a vaginal rejuvenation device in a non-sexual way. I've switched mine on. It's got some red LED lights around the shaft, let's say.
Shaft. She's got all the lingo.
I've got all the terms. And
Right.
it is vibrating, but not too much.
My shaft isn't vibrating.
You've got it the wrong way up.
I want to keep putting that.
There, you have to switch it on. Hang on. Switch it on like that. It's yours.
Tell I'm a novice when it comes to dildo. Okay, would this give somebody an orgasm though?
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No,
and what
okay.
it's used for is helping build up the vaginal tissues. So they've actually done a scientific study on it, an independent study, showing how beneficial it was for some of the, what they call GUM, genitourinary symptoms of menopause. And
That's a very hard word to say. Well done.
Especially when you're holding a vibrating.
Genitourinary.
So that's things like vaginal dryness, leaks, all of that. So the red light, as we've talked about with, red light for the hair and the face, is collagen stimulating. And of course, collagen disappears everywhere. And that kind of laxity is often to do with, the fact that we lose our padding everywhere. And a lot of the padding in the vagina and vulva, it supports the bladder. And if you don't have that support, you can get more leaks, but also dryness as well. And
so the vibration is stimulating the muscles.
Not certainly. It's more stimulating the tissues.
The tissues,
yes.
okay.
And the red light is obviously...
And then the red light, that's where it's helping with the actual skin.
Yes, and the collagen production. And Halle Berry, the actress, loved this so much that she bought the American franchise of this. So she...
Really?
Yes, this is something that she's put her name behind as well. And it does have some robust science behind it too.
Brilliant.
So anyone who is... suffering with those symptoms might like to investigate this. And so you just kind of lie down. Well, I mean, you can imagine how you might use
How
one
many
of these
times,
things.
like a week?
I think like 5 times a week.
5
something
times
like
a
this,
week.
probably about 10
and
minutes.
how long? 10 minutes?
Something like that, yes.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Well, I've had lots of... those vaginal rejuvenation treatments for my job, and also because I suffer from these symptoms. And it's really expensive to have them in clinic, although they really do work. I mean, vaginal RF, radio frequency, it's called the MFEM, really does help support the tissues, and also the Emsella chair, which is the electromagnetic stimulation of the pelvic floor. It's something like 11,000 Kegels in a 28-minute session, and that really helps support the muscles. But often it's the tissues that can need extra support. So for me,
where can people go to get this done, Victoria?
In
clinic?
a lot of practitioners offer it, and my gynecologist, Dr. Tanya Adib, she does it. Lots of wellness clinics with a doctor, a gynecologist will do it. So, of course, other things that we've talked about before that can help are vaginal estrogen or a bespoke vaginal estrogen and testosterone cream.
Yeah. And DHEA is good. We have actually on the website a vaginal, it's a vaginal beauty serum that has a little bit, so it's got estradiol in as well.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, people find that really effective. But I think this treatment, you're right, it's getting right to the root cause. So that's really interesting.
And if you're a fan of gadgets, I mean, some people love a gadget. This might be an option that you can use at home. I think it's about £200.
Yeah.
Are we wrapping up our gadget special?
We are.
I hope
Brilliant.
if you've been listening on audio that you will just head over to YouTube or follow us on Instagram, because then you can see some of the things that we've been testing today. And let us know if you have any gadgets that are really helping you through this life stage, or if you want to know more, of course, DM us and we're always here to answer.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode of Hormones and Handstands, don't forget to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And if you love this episode, please do leave us a review. You can also find us on Instagram at hormones and handstands for behind-the-scenes content, sneak peeks, and to let us know what you want to hear more about. See you for another one next week.